so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and our home team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. They got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first down carry by Elliott. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Elliott running right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go, Sam. 56. Mike's 56.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 53. It's a party now.
Yeah. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going right side here, and that's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Morgan. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Now Morgan to throw on second down. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Shoot. Red 80.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Ready? Hey, two-star. Hey, Charlotte. Look at me. Zipper. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Morgan now on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check your hot read. Whip.
Back to throw. Morgan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hurry. Get it.
Here's Morgan throwing on 3rd and long. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, QB's traps. Let's go. Play 56. Buy 56. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Darnold now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check 13.
Morgan looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanchez.
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I know you felt that one.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in a first. On the draw, here's Jackson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go.
Here's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
56, right there, 56. Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 50. Yep. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Morgan, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got a man. It's complete. Williams 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now Morgan on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and long. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
53 at the mark.
Out.
They run on first down with Jackson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Allen's got it complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Morgan now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And he's into the end end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film. Extra time. You know those guys watched him all week. Saw him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Here's Elliott. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's coming.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? The other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Looking to throw. Morgan. He's got Allen. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morgan, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Here's Morgan throwing on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ezekiel Elliott, 71 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play